You ready? So run the gauntlet. Come on up. Come on. Biscuit. Come on. I know. They annoy the what's name out here. Morning world. Welcome to Tuesday 3rd of, blimey, it is November. And today we're burying a yellow submarine. Okay, so even though it's probably mildly interesting watching a bigger machine dig a big hole, you've seen quite a bit of that recently, so we will come back to them in a bit. I'm going to see how progress is getting on, but until then I've still got jobs to do with the cattle. It is admittedly way too wet to be doing this, but needs must. So a couple of you asked the question is, what does this thing spread like when the material's not dry and dusty? I'll show you. Right, well, the PTO's done its thing that it does occasionally, where you flick it in and it doesn't come into gear. So that, as far as I'm concerned, is just a computer glitch. So although I've done it before, I'll do it again. If you've got a case tractor, or maybe even a Ford, maybe the Fords do the same thing. Sorry, New Holland. Sorry, old school. The way I cure it is to turn the engine off, obviously once I drop the revs down, with the PTO still on. Start the engine, light flashes, punch it out, and you should start. Just like that. Once you've had a bit of practice with your side flinging, muck flinging shit walloper, you can actually make a reasonable job of it. You just got to get to understand and, you know, learn the machine. I literally only meant to open the lid a little tiny bit then, but the flow on number 2 is set quite high, and for the amount of time it's going to get used, I couldn't be bothered to go back and turn the tap down, so I just got to remember to be gentle with it. That gateway is going to suffer, I think, so I'm only going to do as much as I have to today. We've got some dry days forecast for later this week. Thursday, Friday I think is going to be cold and dry, so fingers crossed we can maybe get in and put that drain in. So anyway, looks like Shane is already down to depth with the digging the hole for my submarine, so maybe we'll go and have a look and see what they're doing. I was afraid of that. It's so wet still, it's chewing the ground up a bit. There's a stone on the rock. You had to come up a bit anyway, didn't you?
Yeah, I think we got about another 600 mil to go.
Is it? That usually shatters and breaks up.
I guess we keep on.
Alright, okay. Oh, it's him singing.
Is that what you call it?
Is that what- So I thought he was in pain earlier.
Yeah. You go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550 to go down.
Right, okay.
Plus a bit more.
Well, you got to put some underneath, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he sit on a bit of concrete at the bottom and then
He gravel first.
Oh, is it?
But if it turns into all rock like this, then we will have to put a blind in a concrete in.
Is that to give him some more support?
Yeah, because you
Stop
don't want
something
it to
collapsing.
break his back.
Yeah.
If you've got a nice flat bed of clay,
Yeah.
then you're fine.
Okay. Right, I've had a request, being as I've got a dumper sat in the barn, twiddling his thumbs. I've had a request to introduce them to Donald, even though Shane knows Donald because Shane's the guy I bought Donald off of, so he knows the machine. So that's what we'll do. We'll go and just dip his oil, check his fuel. Donald can earn his keep. Come here. Right. Well, I reckon you could do with a bit. Right then. Will that go in there? Yes. Not a lot of space in there. Job done. Right, I don't have to check the water because this is an air-cooled Deutz engine, so ain't gonna freeze in the winter. Right, that's what's gone in there. Just so you know. Right, I haven't started this thing for a month. Good old Donald. Oh yeah, handbrake don't work. Just so you know, Donald's got no handbrake. Brakes work sort of, but no handbrake. Just gears, no shuttle. This is old-fashioned stuff, just gears. Right then, back to my job. More of getting that out with this in there and got rid of. I'm not going to get ever so far carried away with this yard. I need to get the very worst of it out, to get back down onto a solid surface, because I need to put a trench in from basically where that post is over there, underground, and the land drain it goes all along the front of that gate, but it also picks up a pipe that comes down the side of here. That's running, so I need to pick up, basically put a trench in from over there, a gully in there, over to there, and hopefully I can take a lot of this surface water that you can literally see. It's just running through the yard. So the yard's wet. If the yard's constantly wet, it's not even raining, I'm just fighting an uphill battle of trying to keep it clean. So I need to get this water back underground. There is an old drain in there that was put in years ago that went that way, but I think that is blocked up somewhere out there, because it was a shortcut. There was a big drain going across the field that, from this corner down to the bottom, and I thought I'd save some time and money by going that way. Well, the water wants to run that way, not that way, and the drain over there wasn't that deep, as I remember. It's only about 500 deep, so I'm pretty sure it's just blocked up, probably either tree roots or whatever. So yeah, anyway, so that's the plan. Get rid of the worst of this. I want to scrape this yard off, get this yard clean. I can then put a fresh layer of chip back in there, which will please the cattle no end. I might actually shift that old cattle crush out of there, because they can lie. It'll be drier underneath there. They can lie underneath there. They would all rather sit outside in the muck than get in the barn. It's daft. Nice, dry, clean barn, wet, shitty yard. We'll lie in the yard. Yeah, okay, right. It won't get done talking about it, will it? Right, so what you can see, some of the problems I got with these yards, and Steve, our farm simulator guy, will probably find this useful. This is all downhill. Everything is downhill. If you were to draw a level line from that top post to here, it would be almost 2/3 of the way up that gate. And this was only ever originally membrane, so we dug it out, down, took the topsoil off, membraned it, stoned it, because that's literally all we could afford to do, and it's lasted 5 or 6 years. We intended to dig it out and redo some of this last year, and sorry, no, this year, early this year, and it just didn't get done. So this has all been left too late. I've made a rod from my own back leaving it, but you can see the problem we got is this area here where we used to feed the cattle with a ring feeder. Basically all the stone's gone. Part of the reason for that is actually the skid steer. Because it steers by skidding, these machines do tear the ground up. So although it's a fantastic machine, and I wouldn't change it, with a stone floor, no matter how hard you pack it, that machine will eventually churn up, which is why you see me quite often turning around just on the back wheels, even turning on it with a wheelie. Although it's less damaging, it will still turn up stone. So anyway, I have got the bulk of this out of here. There is a bit more to go. I've now managed to get it into such a state that water run away. I'm probably not going to open this yard this year. I will probably literally use this yard for when I'm mucking out or doing something with the calves, which are going up in that top shed, because I can shut them in and out of here just while I'm working in there. But other than that, I think I don't see the point in using this yard. I'll use that one because it's got the water tank in it, and the cattle do prefer the rainwater over the mains water, but the calves are just going to have tap water. But yeah, this is why we want to concrete the place. Is literally I'll never get all the muck out of it. I just can't do it because it's not level. It's got holes and dips, and it's just a stone yard with holes in it. I'll never ever get it clean. It would be pointless trying to put a yard scraper near it because, well, one, I won't get it all, and two, where am I going to push it to? You know, slurry is okay, but you need a tank or a pit or something to store it in, and with our little enterprise here, we'd never pay for it. So right, anyway, that's the idea. Next year, if we can, we'll concrete this yard probably first, then the far yard second, and the middle yard third. But to do that job properly, I need to put drains in, and really and truly I need to put up a solid wall of some sort. So I'd like to put up like a precast concrete, I don't know, 1.4 meter wall or something, which would take some of the wind off the shed, still keep it ventilated, but and the concrete, then I can just scrape it up, put it in a pit and get rid of it. That's the idea. Right, we better go and get rid of that. Right, obviously I watch a lot of other people's videos, watch an awful lot of farming videos, and I have made a bit of an observation. It doesn't seem to matter, well, it matters a bit. It doesn't seem to matter too much how much big, shiny, expensive kit you've got on your channel. It appears to me the more the presenter, me, or many others, I shan't mention any names, the more FaceTime of actually us talking to you we do, the more popular the video, or the more popular the presenter. So over the last few months I've watched other channels and other people, and it's literally the ones that spend most time in front of the camera, like I am now, seem to be the ones that are getting the more views, the more likes. and are just moving on. We staled a little bit. Our our subscribers slowed down. So during lockdown, we were putting on between 1,000 and 1,100 a month. Currently, we're on about 350, 400 a month. So we've halved. Now, whether that's because people have gone back to work and they got less time watching YouTube, or there's just more choice, because there are literally, since I started, dozens more, and some of them are pretty good, that are doing it. So there's more competition for your hours. So what's your opinion on that? I kind of like a bit of feedback, so I've put a comment in the thing. So what would you rather watch? Do you want to watch me on a skid steer playing in poo, or do you want to listen to me talking rubbish? Well, it's not always rubbish. Sometimes it's rubbish. But so what do you want to see? Me or that? So just out of interest, just let me know. Right. Go and chuck some muck. Maybe not third gear.